Hello, Lance Hood at Live Big Media. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Tim Van Kampen Janakis. My music name, Tim Janakis. Okay, so I've been listening to a few of your shows on Live Big Media. I listened to Awakening to Abundance and Manifest Everything Now. And I feel those shows are really great, and they're very much in line with the podcast I used to do. For 1 year I did a podcast called the Peace in the Far East podcast. And I was doing it about twice a week for about a year. And the listening audience was increasing and increasing, but at the end of the year I decided to stop it. I went through a divorce and I decided to change everything I was doing in my life. But during that year I really learned a lot, and since then I've been listening to your shows, and I feel I can even do better now in the future. But I'd like you to listen to some of those interviews I did. They're really good interviews, just like similar to the interviews you guys are doing. On some of the shows I also introduced my writings. I'm a writer. This is one of my books. I've written 5 books now. And actually, sorry, that's 4 books. I'm getting ready to publish my 5th book. I'm also a singer-songwriter, and I feel my songs are really good for your show. My newest CD that will be released, hopefully December 21st, 2012, hopefully my CD release party, is called The Beginning Is Here. And the 10 songs on that CD are really in line with the shows you have going now. But I feel the hosts that you have now are a little bit too positive, giving the people they're interviewing a little bit too much credit sometimes. That I think if they would just come from an angle of a little bit more questioning and maybe playing devil's advocate a little bit, it'll sound less like an infomercial. If you listen to some of my podcasts, you'll see what I mean. It's important to, a lot of the people listening have some doubts in their mind, and to bring up those doubts in the interview and cover those, it really helps. So that's a little bit about me. I'm living in Japan now for 8 years. Before that I was from California, Southern California, the OC. I was a singer-songwriter most of my life. I'm getting ready to release this 3rd CD, and I'm also going to release a book of my poetry and music real soon. I wrote a novel about my history as a punk rocker in the 80s, and going through being a punk rocker to be reforming and becoming a Buddhist. Although I've been Buddhist all my life, I really went through a transition in my teenage years and became really Buddhist and changed all my ways. So my writing and my music and all my thinking is very much in line with your shows. So I look forward to talking to you again, and I'm sure you guys will be happy with me on your shows. And my niche market is probably the same line of work that you guys are doing on Awakening to Abundance and Manifest Everything Now. I'm also a certified emotion code practitioner, which is Dr. Bradley Nelson's program. And I'm also really trained in the body code, which is another one of his programs, which I'm not yet certified on, but I use it with all my clients. So I can introduce that into my my healing into my podcast, my webcast as well. Okay, thanks a lot. Take care. Bye-bye.